Blog Talk Radio.
Rockers in Recovery Media is dedicated to carrying the message of addiction recovery through music, news, events, and festivals taking place within and not limited to the clean and sober community.
Hey, good morning. John Hollis with Rockers in Recovery with Waking Up Blessed. Any day I'm above dirt, I'm waking up blessed, and it's a beautiful day here in sunny South Florida. In sunny North Florida, I'm no longer in South Florida. We moved about a year and a half ago up here to Tallahassee, and enjoying it, and very cool neighborhood. But, waking up blessed today, I get to share a message of hope and receive one, too. That's what the show's all about, Get to sit back and listen to somebody else tell us how they do it a day at a time, We all get to wake up blessed, and what's the rhythm that you put into your life to make you, work your program through the day and the ups and the downs as they come. We get to start with a message of hope. This is about being able to see how somebody else works their program, maybe something they say I can incorporate into my life. So waking up blessed, it's just that. Get to take a breath this morning. We got our great guest on this morning. Tony Gonzalez is going to be on with us. And Tony, I've known him for a couple of years, and I got to tell you, this guy works a program, great program. And most importantly, I've watched his family just blossom over the years. If you're at the Blog Talk page, you'll see him and his family, and that's definitely a picture of waking up blessed for sure, man. And we want to thank, of course, for today's show, for making it possible, SoberMap. You can go to SoberMap.com, check them out. You can find out how to download the app, but it helps you to find 12-step programs of any type. And you can just put in your area, and it comes up. It's almost like Yelp. Works that way. So check it out at SoberMap. SoberMap app, it can be found at SoberMap.com. Also, want to thank, of course, the recovery media partners, especially the ones that are the addiction recovery resources. You can find them right there on the Blog Talk page. You can also find them at rockersinrecovery.com. And there's a lot more information there. Matter of fact, we'll be updating the rockersinrecovery.com site today. We're behind about, 20 shows with everything that we were going on with here personally. We needed to catch up on some stuff, so we'll be working on that today. But the newsletter is out. You can check that out at Rockers in Recovery on Facebook. And the July and June newsletters went out. Over the last 10 days since they've been up, we've been able to have 6,000 people read that. Amazing stuff. The social media is just an amazing thing. So we're going to get started with the show this morning. Tony, good morning and welcome to the show.
Hey, John, good morning. How's everybody doing up there in North Florida?
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, it's all good, and the weather's nice, and that's up here that can be shaky. One day it could be like 1 minute it can be raining, and the next minute the sun's shining, and we actually had snow this past year, so I didn't see that well.
Yeah, me neither.
So let me ask you. You have a beautiful family, by the way, and you're a great guy, and you've helped a lot of people. And I've watched this over the last couple of years. You just really dig in and help a lot of people. And what is it for you today when you wake up blessed? You're definitely waking up blessed, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
So when you wake up blessed, what does that mean to you?
Well, to be quite honest with you, John, just to wake up is waking up blessed. From a guy who had a 15-year bout with heroin and other drugs, not knowing if I even wanted to wake up the next day at some times in my life, being able to wake up and, I wake up every morning at 5 o'clock and I'm at the gym at 5:30, trying to keep my health in my 40s, I get home. I try to get the kids up before the wife does so that I can get my daughter her blah blahs, which are her strawberries and blueberries, and she calls them blah blahs. And just really being a good dad in the morning. The blessings that I think the blessings more today are the family than anything else. Yeah, I have coming up on 6 years next month. It's like the recovery today and all that is true. Can still continue to be the husband and the father that really that God's asked me to be. So blessings on blessings on blessings, my friend.
Good stuff, man. When you go through your day, how do you start your day? For me, I get up, I read the Black Book that's been around for years, and I sit quiet, and I kind of watch the Cardinals in my front yard, drink a cup of coffee, get connected with God. How do you do it?
Wake up at 5 o'clock. I usually take a little time for myself to do my prayer and meditation. Always asking, what has he got for me today, and try to take me out of the way so that I don't, make all the decisions, because sometimes my decisions aren't the ones that I should be making. Then by 5:30, I'm on my way to LA Fitness, and LA Fitness is meditation time. I found out that body, mind, and spirit is huge for me. So after my prayer and meditation, I hit the gym for about an hour. I got a good friend of mine that goes with me every morning, and we have a morning session of lifting weights and talking about life. And he's in recovery himself, so it's really nice to share that time with him. I start my morning off with prayer and meditation, and then talking to another alcoholic or another addict right away, which is needed for me. I need to be able to talk every day to someone who's in recovery and just remind myself of where I came from. I get back to the house anywhere from 7 o'clock usually, and by that time I'm getting the kids up, getting them ready, and then throughout my day, there's people always talk about the constant contact with some type of higher power, and that's for me. Like, it's always for me is if I was to only talk to my wife in the morning and at night, she probably wanted to divorce me. So there's a constant contact with the relationship that I have to keep with my wife, with my higher power, with my children, all of the above. And so I try to, throughout the day when things come up, hey, help me out here. God, I know you're there. Please get me through this feeling, or whatever it is. Just to try to keep that constant contact. Those are things that were taught to me from the guys who came before me. And then if there's a sponsee that I need to meet that day, I make sure that I meet with them, and then I make my meeting. I still go to meetings because that's where I need to be. And then, when I come home, daddy time all the way. There's work in between it. I guess you would call it work. I don't call it work because, I love my job, and I get to help people get sober on a daily basis, which is more like a passion for me. So that piece of it, people call it work. I call it a passion. Never worked a day in my life since I started in this field. And then I get home and my wife is usually there with some dinner. We sit as a family, dinner. Kids are playing, and then about 8 o'clock I get my time where the kids finally go to sleep, and I can relax a little bit. And before I get in bed, I make sure that I hit my knees one more time, thanking for the day. And that's pretty much my day, John.
And something very productive stuff comes out of that, I'm sure, because you're not rushing around trying to control everything that comes at you. You're just letting it happen, and in God's world, that's what we're supposed to do. Yeah.
I found it a lot easier not to put so much stress on the day of and just kind of letting it be. I can get really caught up in the world and things going on around me, and I have to realize and bring myself back to the center of really how blessed I am. You know what I mean? So,
absolutely.
Hear my little ones in the background.
Yeah, that's cool. Actually, I love it, man.
Hi, baby.
They're great. It's a great day, that we get to have Tony Gonzalez on with us. If you're tuning in right now, we're on Waking Up Blessed. Of course, Tony's talking about how his life, comes together each day and how he does that. And he just went through his daily walk most days. Tony, one of the things I do know is that you work a lot, like you said, with, helping addicts. And if you had to talk with somebody this morning and you had to, you wanted to give them a message of hope, may they be on the fence, may they be in a relapse, may they be first starting, or maybe they're just, thinking to themselves, man, maybe I got an issue, what would you say to that person?
So John, one of the things with me is that I'm not old by any means, but I was 35 when I decided to get it this time, and I had tried many times before that in those 15 years to try to get and stay sober, and there was just something about this time that took, So what I would say to those people is never give up. I love this saying where they say, where there's breath, there's hope. And as long as you're breathing, there's a chance that you can get and stay sober. For me, I get this ability to help over the last 5 years. Hundreds of people reach out to me all the time and ask for help. And the biggest thing that I could give to them is like relatability. I've been where you've been. I felt that feeling of miserable despair and immoral comprehensive, just terrible about myself. I've been there, right? And if there's anything that I can give to you is never give up, never. And that goes for the mothers and fathers too. Don't give up on your children. Don't give up on your husbands. Don't give up on your wives. Because one of those times they're gonna get it, and when they do, it's a miraculous thing. My mother, she to this day is just thrown away by all the accomplishments in the quick 5 years, and she said that never would have happened if you would have gave up. So, never give up, John.
Amazing stuff, man. Great message of hope. If you're out there and you're listening to Tony this morning and you need to maybe want to talk to Tony, Tony, what's the number they can reach you at?
772-353-7824.
All right, guys, 772-353-7824. Tony's there. If you have any questions, anything that has to do with maybe getting some help or you're a loved one, he's there to be able to take some calls. And most importantly, if you're listening to the show this morning, get tuned in. And, it's a day at a time. Mad, glad, or sad, we don't get to pick up today. And here's the good stuff.
Right.
We get to wake up blessed every day that we don't pick up. We're walking a great road that, hey, listen, is not always the best. We have our trials and tribulations, but it's a lot better than it ever was when I was using. So,
that's for sure.
That being said, I want to thank Tony for being on the show this morning and being a part of Waking Up Blessed. And most importantly, Tony, bless you and your family. You guys rock, and great message of hope for everybody this morning.
John, I'm sending love and prayers for your family as well, and thanks for having me, John.
I appreciate that, man, in a big way. You guys rock.
Absolutely. All right, brother.
All right, bro. All right, guys, there you go. Tony Gonzalez, Waking Up Blessed, here on Rockers in Recovery Radio. And I want to thank everybody for being a part of the show this morning and listening to Waking Up Blessed on a regular basis. And I got some people that have been doing that, and just want to thank them for their consistency and being a part of our world. Hang tight, and we're going to play some music. And, of course, I'm going to be playing, like yesterday, from Doc Holliday. And Doc is somebody that's been working with Rockers in Recovery now, and he's a great guy. He's got a great message of hope, and you can check him out at Rockers in Recovery on Facebook. And as I said, working on updating the Rockers in Recovery website today. So check back later on this afternoon. And also check out the newsletter at Rockers in Recovery on Facebook. So you guys have a blessed day. We're going to go out with, of course, like yesterday, Doc Holliday.
Getting off this merry-go-round, time to learn to swim before I drown, and stop pretending that everything's okay. No more losing heart and giving up hope. I'm tying a knot at the end of this rope. If nothing changes, then nothing's gonna change. I'm gonna take this chance while I still have time and face these fears for once in my life. Yeah, I won't back down. This is going all the way. Let the sunshine in, thaw out my heart. Can't win this race if I don't start today before it slips away like yesterday. When your heart can barely beat like some rusty old machine, it's hard to find the strength to turn it all around. I tried blaming everyone but me till I lost enough to make me see. You gotta cross that bridge before it crumbles down. I'm gonna take this chance while I still have time and face these fears for once in my life. Yeah, I won't back down. This is going all the way. Let the sunshine in, thaw out my heart. Can't win this race if I don't start today before it slips away like yesterday. Like yesterday. I'm gonna take this chance while I still have time and face these fears for once in my life. Yeah, I won't back down. This is going all the way. Let the sunshine in, thaw out my heart. Can't win this race if I don't start today before it slips away like yesterday. Well, like yesterday. Like yesterday.
All right. And, of course, that was Doc Holliday, and we have October Skies by Mitts. If you check it out on the 13th of July, Mitts will be on Waking Up Blessed with us. Looking forward to having him on. Check out Mitts. Great musician. Has played with Government Mule, Crosby, Stills, and Nash. He's just an amazing dude. And what writing skills. So check out October Skies by Mitts, and you can check out Mitts at Rockers, or Mitts at Facebook, and that's M-I-Z, and at Facebook. So check him out, and he'll be on the air with us, Waking Up Blessed, and that'll be the 13th of July. October Skies, Mitts.
used to think of walking on it just to see if it would hold. But I've been on thin ice my whole life, and the water's just too cold. And I can see the distant rubble from the pinholes in my eyes, like reflections off the water of them stormy summer skies. Yeah, Dorothy always told me, hey, let me see that smile. And if I had my way, she would have stayed around for a while. But she's not around all summer, with teardrops in her eyes, 'cause all she felt was autumn and the cool October sky. And the graveyards all are haunted, like a basement in her house. And my heartstrings all are tugging about the buttons on her blouse. And my heart burns like a fire, does the piles of leaves in fall. 'Cause I burn right up to nothing, till on my knees I crawl. On back to you, babe. On back to you, babe. I keep crawling back to you, babe, every time. Now the autumn comes so subtle, like the roses in the spring. And you wake one day and realize, man, it's such a beautiful thing. So keep on shooting for the stars, son, or you end up in the mine. And you'll never see the daylight or the emeralds in her eyes. Keep on shooting for the stars, son, or you end up in the mine. And you'll never see the daylight or the cool October sky.
Rockers in Recovery Radio is based on opinion only and is not meant to treat or diagnose any health or mental health issue of any kind. If you feel you need help for any health-related issues, please contact a physician or mental health professional. The opinions expressed by our guests are not necessarily those of Rockers in Recovery.
Lucky Land Casino, asking people, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
Lucky? In line at the deli, I guess?
Aha, in my dentist's office. More than once, actually.
Do I have to say?
Yes, you do.
In the car before my kids' PTA meeting.
Really?
Yes.
Excuse me, what's the weirdest place you've gotten lucky?
I never win and tell.
Well, there you have it. You can get lucky anywhere, playing at LuckyLandSlots.com. Play for free right now. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+. Terms and conditions apply. See website for details.